Hello! Today we have an overview of the 4-person camping tent from the brand Terra Incognita Olympia 4. The tent comes with a carrying bag and a zippered cover. Let's take a look at what else is included in the set. Upon unpacking everything from the cover, we see that the set consists of an outer tarp, an inner tent, a floor for the vestibule, and a fiberglass frame. The set also includes steel poles and steel stakes. The manufacturer has also provided a small repair kit, which includes spare pullers, a tube for repairs, a broken pole for field conditions, and pieces of various fabrics. Let's move on to the setup and first assemble the frame. The frame consists of 2 main arches and 1 vestibule arch. Its ends are marked in a different color. On the outer side of the tarp, there are special sleeves. The frame poles need to be inserted into them. 2 main poles cross each other. The ends of the pole should be placed in the corresponding eyelets. By inserting all 4 ends into the grommets, the tent takes on a dome shape. The vestibule's pole is also threaded through the sleeve on the tarp. The sleeve for the vestibule pole is marked with the same color as the ends of the vestibule pole to make it easier to orient. Insert the ends of this arch into the grommets as well. The vestibule needs to be pulled out slightly and secured with stakes. The same should be done with the entire tent, securing it to the ground with stakes at the points where the ends of the poles enter the grommets, while slightly stretching it. There are hooks on the outer tarp that need to be clipped to the frame. The rear vestibule is also stretched and secured to the ground with a stake. The side walls of the tarp need to be tightened so that they do not touch the inner tent later. Now let's set up the guy lines. Each guy line is equipped with hardware that allows for quick adjustment of its length. For proper air circulation inside the tent, ventilation openings are provided. The openings are equipped with storm flaps to prevent water droplets from entering. There are 3 such openings in the tent. There are 2 large ventilation windows on the side walls of the tent. Each window has 3 positions. The first is fully closed. The second is for ventilation, achieved by using 2 guy lines. In the third position, the ventilation window can be fully opened by rolling up all the flaps. All zippers of the outer tarp are protected from rain and snow. At the bottom of the zipper, there is a small fastener that, when fastened, reduces the load on the zipper during strong winds. The seams of the outer tarp are taped, and the areas that experience more stress are additionally reinforced. The material of the tarp is a durable and lightweight polyester tent fabric, resistant to ultraviolet radiation, with a polyurethane coating on the inner side, and treated with a fire retardant finish. You may have noticed that we still haven't set up the sleeping compartment. The design of this tent allows for the tarp to be set up without the sleeping area. This type of shelter can be used as a dining area, storage, or base tent. There is plenty of space inside, so you can easily set up a kitchen or place camping furniture under the tarp. The door and vestibule can be rolled up and secured with the appropriate loops. Now let's set up the inner tent. This is done quite simply, using the fasteners located on the inner side of the tarp and on the inner tent. I invite you inside. As we can see, the large vestibule has 3 entrances. 1 is frontal, through which I entered, and 2 are from the sides. One side entrance is already open, while the other on this side is closed. Each entrance has a transparent window like this. Right now it is open, but there is a curtain provided that can be closed. With the help of a close one. Now let's move on to the interior of the tent. The first thing that catches the eye is these mesh pockets on the front side. You can store some small items there. Next is the entrance to the tent. Very large doors. We open them and go inside. By opening the doors, they can be rolled up to avoid obstruction and secured with special loops. One on top and a similar one at the bottom. So inside the tent, there are several interesting features. The first thing to note is these frequent pockets. You can store all sorts of small items in them, which is very convenient. there are such pockets on one side with 4 of them here, and also on the opposite side. On the ceiling, we see similar mesh pockets, 3 on one side and 3 on the opposite side. Next, there is a large mesh window. Previously, we fully opened the window on the outer tent, and this solution provided us, firstly, with good ventilation. Secondly, a lot of light enters the tent during the day. And thirdly, it creates a really cool atmosphere. This type of window is present on one side and also on the opposite side. On the ceiling, we have a ring to secure a flashlight. And note that I can stand fully upright in the interior of the tent. By the way, for those who feel that there are too many pockets in the interior of the tent, the upper pockets can be removed. The doors of the inner tent are double-layered, consisting of fabric plus mesh. In hot weather, you can close only the mesh for better ventilation. The rear vestibule of the tent is small and has a simple classic shape. It can be opened either halfway, leaving one part closed, or fully. After pulling the tarp, it can be secured with the appropriate fasteners. The sleeping tent is symmetrical, so it looks the same from the back as it does from the front. The material of the inner tent is a lightweight and durable breathable polyester fabric. It has a water repellent treatment to protect against condensation droplets that occur on the inner side of the outer tent. The floor is made of durable polyester material with an Oxford weave. It has a polyurethane coating on the inner side. Olympia 4 is a large, comfortable, 4-person tent for family camping. The spacious front vestibule has 3 entrances, allowing you to store everything you need for a comfortable rest. An additional rear entrance to the sleeping area provides effective ventilation. For added coziness and comfort, you can attach an additional floor in the vestibule. It is included in the package. Additionally, as we noted at the beginning, the set includes 2 steel poles that are 170 cm tall and 16 mm in diameter. With their help, you can set up the door of one of the entrances in the front vestibule as a sunshade. 2 colors of the tent are available to choose from, khaki and sand. The weight of the tent in its complete set is 12 kg 290 grams. The dimensions of this tent are shown in the diagram. We will definitely leave a link to the Olympia 4 tent below the video. You can purchase tents as well as thousands of other products in our stores. Thank you for watching, subscribe to the channel, like the video, and see you next time.